Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Game 3 of Sheth vs. Windy from the MLG Providence 2011 Open Winners Bracket. Good lord, that is a mouthful to say. I run out of breath every time I try to say that whole thing in one go. But yes, welcome to Game 3. It is currently tied up 1-1 right now. The winner of this game will be advancing on at MLG Providence, and I guess I should say that I'm not even sure what I should say. This all happened already. This all happened about 3 weeks ago. But I like to pretend like this is a game that is live and happening right now so that I can live in my little fantasy world of being a magical caster that casts live tournaments, big tournaments like MLG Providence 2011. Spawning in the bottom right position of Antiga Shipyards as the purple Zerg, playing from Team Liquid, the winner of Game 2, we have Sheth. Also the player that apparently makes my computer lag balls. Spawning in the top left position as the red Terran, playing from Team Check6 Gaming, we have Windy, otherwise known as MajOr. I need to give that disclaimer at the beginning of every single one of these games because I might interchange those two names. You never know, because they are of course the same person. He also goes by the name Princess. Sometimes he also goes by the name of Cute Angel, I think, or something like that. Cute Angel, I think, is one of his other aliases. The guy just has way too many aliases. Oh, Terran. He also goes by Terran quite often in tournaments, to the annoyance of every single caster who has ever casted one of his games. Unfortunately, he is a ridiculously good player. Despite having a billion different names, he's actually really good, very aggressive Terran player, as we've seen in the past two games. In Game 1, with his unlimited dropping, was able to do quite a bit of damage to Sheth and take a pretty convincing Game 1. In Game 2, however, Sheth just played like Sheth does, macroed like a boss, was able to overtake Windy in Game 2. Now, both these players do know the spawning location of the other player. Just because this is the MLG version of Antiga Shipyards, cross-spawn positions are the only type of spawns that you can have on this map. So it looks like both players are going to be immediately scouting the other. And it looks like, Sheth tried to get a scout into the main, didn't quite get it as this supply depot went down just in time, as opposed to Windy's scout, which is currently getting a scout of Sheth's entire base right now and sees everything that's going on, sees the timing of that gas geyser, sees the timing of that spawning pool, and even scouts that natural hatchery that has gone down here for Sheth. He did actually go for that fast hatchery in this game. Now, Windy, I would almost expect we're going to see a very similar build out of Windy. Yes, we do now see the factory is plopping down, and there goes the reactor, so it looks like Windy is going to be using the identical build that he used in Game 1 and 2. Gonna maybe be throwing down those Hellions as he gets that expansion up and running to apply some pressure to his opponent. Gonna be expecting that he's gonna be taking that very late second gas geyser so that he can favor getting up that very fast command center and lots more Marines and Hellions. So we're going to have to see how they are going to do for him in this game. Yep, there we do now see that command center going down for Windy. Currently scouting around with these two Marines, trying to pick off any stray overlords that he can. And did he actually just get one? He might have actually just got one. Nope, he didn't actually get any overlords yet, but trying to use that good game sense that he has to go scout and see if his opponent had any overlords planted in that position. As we can see, Sheth's overlord is actually down here in this lower position, scouting out this third base to see when he's going to be dropping that third base. I'm actually kind of surprised that he's not moving it a little bit closer so that he can see this natural expansion. Sheth also sending out a few lings right now, going to be scouting all over the map, trying to scout for any kind of proxy buildings, anything like that. One SCV that was still in the main of Sheth did finally get picked off, and interestingly enough, Sheth did actually pull off gas now after getting that metabolic boost going down. Looks like he pulled it off at just the perfect time too, that he now only has 0 gas, as he's now favoring getting strictly drones, lots and lots of drones. One spine crawler is going up at the front. He does, I think, know that his opponent went for that fast reactor factory. As we can see, he does indeed know that, and now he's just going to be getting up lots and lots more drones, placing that one spine crawler in that forward position as the first Hellion now does move up to the natural expansion of Sheth. Going to be poking in here a little bit, trying to see if there is that spine crawler there, seeing if he can't get any kind of good scouting information from his opponent, and Sheth actually placing a few Zerglings here early in the game. Now, the Overlord placement here for Sheth I think is very good. I think this shows very good adaptations from Sheth here, as he does know that his opponent was was favoring that heavy drop play. And on Antiga Shipyards, where you do have a pretty wide open area on this side of the base, especially with that fog right there, that you cannot see on the other side of unless you have an overlord right nearby, then that is actually, drop play is actually very, very viable. Drops also here are very, very easy to do for Terran players. And ooh, looks like Sheth's going to move around, try to pick off a couple of these Marines. Looks like he is going to be able to pick off both of those Marines, and now he's going to be able to go up into the main. Gonna see that orbital command flying in right now, so he's going to know that his opponent is going to be going for that expansion. And what are we going to be seeing out of Sheth? Drones. He's building more and more drones because he saw that expansion orbital command, so he knows that he is safe to, well, at least somewhat safe to start throwing down more and more drones. But he's going to be throwing down an extra spine crawler for defense, of course, and getting up some additional queens as well. I think he currently has 3 queens on the map. Yes, lair tech is just now started for Sheth as well. Looks like he has now just gotten that 3rd and 4th gas geysers, so it looks like he's going to start to tech to those. He's definitely going to be wanting to take his 3rd very soon, so we're going to start to see some roach production, maybe some ling production here from Sheth very shortly, because he's going to want to break this contain of Hellions very soon, and he's going to want to take his 3rd, knowing that his opponent has gone for this natural expansion fairly early. Now, he is placing overlords in position. This is something that I started to talk about earlier. These overlords in position are for spotting drops. I love this play here from Sheth. He's adapting to his opponent's play, and ooh, looks like Sheth's going to try to go for a Zergling run by, as he's going to try to get some more scouting information on his opponent. And look at that! Once again, MajOr, aka Windy, going once again for that extremely fast 3rd base. Once again, no gas at all taken except for that one in the main. And wow, Sheth actually does manage to see that this 3rd orbital command is now going down here, and Sheth is now going to start to feel the pressure to really start expanding right now, because a 3-base Terran versus a 3-base Zerg, that is not a Zerg you want to be. You do not want to be that Zerg in that position. 3-base versus 3-base. Just because a Terran is able to outproduce so well on 3 bases, his economy is going to be so strong, unless he can actually get up to enough Mutalisks or something to be able to do a lot of damage right now. We do currently see the Infestation Pit on the way, as well as that Evolution Chamber. That is going to be a 2nd Evolution Chamber, as we do currently have one here. Currently researching that +1 Carapace upgrade in the base of Windy right now. More barracks have gone down right now. 2 barracks currently up for Windy, one with Reactor, one with Tech Lab. Stim is just now going to be finishing up. Combat Shield, I assume, is going to be on the way very shortly here. And ooh, looks like those queens need to be pulled back just a little bit, because these Hellions can actually take down queens quite quickly if they are off creep. Queens are armored, so they don't take that damage bonus from Hellions, but just because they're so slow, they can actually, I've seen them go down to Hellions off creep many times before. If you're not too careful with those queens, that is one way to lose a lot of queens. Now, it looks like Windy going to be getting very aggressive once again. He has maintained a pretty high Hellion count here. He's been very careful with his Hellions. Notice what he did there is he didn't actually go in immediately and try to force damage with these Hellions. He's using them for scouting, for containing, and he wants to keep them alive so that once this big push of Marines and Siege Tanks comes out, he's going to be very much well secured against Zerglings. And of course, the Marine Siege Tank is also very good at being able to deal with roaches as well. Here goes Windy. The stim goes down right now, and Sheth is actually going to be going for the big counterattack. Windy tried to get some units in position to be able to scout that kind of a counterattack, but Sheth just went for it anyway. He's going to lose that spine crawler at the front. He might even lose this 3rd base, might be forced to cancel. A bunker is going to go down, but Sheth actually breaking through the wall at the natural expansion of Windy is now going to be getting into the main, doing a lot of damage. Lots of SCVs are going down, and Windy has nothing here to be able to defend. Only a couple of Marines are here, and Sheth actually not canceling this hatchery right now. Lots of lings coming out, managing to catch those siege tanks while all these Marine Marauders were stuck up in that upper location. And there we go. Looks like he's now going to be able to pick off that siege tank, and this is going to be a big giant move here for Sheth. He's getting so many things taken down, taking out that entire wall of supply depots. Now going to be focusing down these gas geysers, taking down that orbital command as well. The bunker is now down, but the hatchery did get canceled there by Sheth. Might actually see him throw down another one in another location here, but he's going to be feeling so confident right now. If we check out the workers killed count right now, 22 workers killed right now for Sheth. He is in such a good position, and now he's just producing lots and lots more lings. Wow, Hive Tech currently on the way for Sheth, as well as Fire, and oh no, these lings are going to get in right before those siege tanks siege up, and those lings are going to be able to pick off these tanks and do a lot of damage. Ooh, looks like Windy actually able to survive that all right. This 3rd base is still up in mind, and you can keep that in mind. He is not out of this game yet. But it looks like he's going to try to be a little bit more aggressive here. There is a supply depot very well placed here by Windy. He does know that this attack is coming. He knows that these destructible rocks are starting to go down, and he's going to bring units up into position to be able to deal with it. We do currently see the infestor count is getting very, very high here for Sheth. Lots of upgrades currently on the way. We do have +2/+2 coming up for Sheth. That is going to be the melee attack upgrade, as well as the Zerg Carapace upgrade. Third going back down once again for Sheth, and we currently see lots more drones actually going down, and oh my god, a hatchery being thrown down at the gold expansion, as well as down in this lower position right now. Sheth's feeling so confident right now in his position, really feeling like he did a lot of damage there. Despite his opponent having this third, he does know that this third has gone up. How is Windy actually going to be reacting to this right now? Looks like he's going to be tech switching into mech, actually, as we do currently have 2 factories down right now, 2 with Tech Lab, 1 with Reactor to produce lots and lots of Hellions. The other 2 are going to be producing Thors right now. The starport is up. Nothing is coming out of it right now. Second armory going down for Windy here, as we do have 1 currently up. So it looks like he's going to have double upgrades going down. And oh my goodness, hold on. Let's go back and see what exactly happened there. I saw that on the minimap. Didn't quite catch what exactly happened. Oh, lots of Hellions. Lots of Hellions moving into position. And oh, the fungal growth. Yes, the fungal growth does go down. And Sheth is able to clean up those Hellions quite nicely with minimal losses. Now going to be pulling back. And holy cow, look at that. Sheth actually going for another base. Triple expand here from Sheth. Looks like there's a drop going to be in the 3rd base of Sheth right now, and Sheth now being forced to pull back all his lings to deal with this drop, and it looks like he's going to be able to pick that up and get the heck out of there. And now I think he's actually going to be able to deny this 6th base of Sheth right now. There we go, the drop now going down as he continues. There we go, forces that cancel on that base there, and now Sheth actually just going to be controlling the center of the map right now. Has this 1 Zergling on that Zelnaga watchtower, and there's really not a lot that Windy can do for a little bit. He's going to have to wait until he gets a few more Thors. Wow, 2 factories currently being thrown down for Windy. We do currently have vehicle plating on the way, as well as vehicle weapons, level 1 for both on the way. Few idle workers actually out here at the present time, and trying to get the forces up to be aggressive. I know Windy wants to be aggressive right now, but I know he just doesn't really have the necessary force to be able to do it, because Sheth right now, despite being behind in the food count, if we check out the harvester count right now, Sheth actually has quite a few harvesters, and he is now mining on this gold. So his economy is really, really booming right now, and if he wants to, he could easily do lots and lots of injecting on his hatcheries and get all of that food supply up very quickly. And oh, nice pick off there by Sheth with those corruptors, picks off the medevac, and now just going to be pulling back there. Nice little win there for Sheth, and now we do see Sheth going into full out boss mode as he's starting to throw down lots and lots of broodlords now on the way. We currently see +1 air attacks coming down here for Sheth, as he continues to spread out all of his workers right now. I really, really like this from Sheth. Notice he's not committing all of his workers to just a couple of bases. He's spreading them out over several bases, so that if he loses one base, he's not going to lose a lot of workers. Now it looks like Windy finally deciding to get aggressive here. Lots of siege tanks sieging up in the middle. Looks like he's going to be throwing down some missile turrets, as well as a sensor tower in the middle of the map, as he's going to deny this gold expansion from going down. But here we go. Now as we can see, Sheth is going into full out macro mode. +3 melee attacks is on the way. +1 fire attacks is on the way, as the broodlords now moving into position, able to pick off 1 Thor for free. Lots of lings getting a good surround on all the mech here of Windy, and Windy is going to be in a lot of trouble as the fungal growths go down all over those Marines. The Marines are going to die so quickly, and now Sheth taking a huge food lead right now with 165 food to the 120 of Windy. And what does Windy have to defend against this? Not a whole lot right now. He does have a few Hellions out on the field right now, has a couple of Thors as well, but the Marine count is so low right now. Sheth is going to be feeling so strong with these broodlords. He does not have the necessary tech to get those Vikings up. Where's that starport actually? There's those starports going down right now, trying to frantically produce as many Vikings, but is it too late? I just don't know if he's going to be able to hold it. So many broodlords now moving in, infested Terran Marines going down all over the place, lots of Zerglings now coming in as well. So many units going down right now, even corruptors in the mix to take out any Vikings that do actually make it to the fight. And the GG from Windy. Sheth takes the series 2-1. Unbelievable play there from Sheth. I hope you guys enjoyed that game, because I enjoyed casting it. That was an awesome little series. I'm going to be casting a little bit more from MLG Providence for the rest of the week before I go scrounging for more replays, so be sure to tune in if you want to see more games from MLG Providence that were previously unseen. So, once again, hit that comment button if you want to let me know how I'm doing. Let me know what I can do to make these casts better. Let me know what I can do or what I can not do to make them worse. And then, of course, hit that subscribe button. Just hit the 150 subscriber mark. So, big thank you to all my subscribers. I heart you guys ever so much. And thanks so much for watching, guys. Glitch out.